Hey everyone, welcome back to 8. Today, we're about to embark on a journey. Don't worry, it's not a journey that requires packing a suitcase or renewing your passport. We're diving deep into 10 destinations facing some challenges right now, places where traveling might be a little tricky, a little risky. This is about staying informed and making responsible travel choices. The world is full of incredible places to discover, but it's also important to be mindful of the realities on the ground. So, whether you're an experienced globetrotter or just starting to dream of your next adventure, stick around, because we're all about exploring the world responsibly here at 8. Our first stop takes us to Afghanistan, a country with a rich history and culture, but also immense challenges. For years now, Afghanistan has been caught in the throes of conflict and political instability. The Taliban's resurgence has only exacerbated the situation, leaving many feeling uncertain about the future. The security situation is incredibly complex, with a high risk of terrorism and violence. The US Department of State, along with many other countries, has issued advisories strongly discouraging travel to Afghanistan. It's not just about navigating checkpoints or avoiding certain areas, it's about the very real potential for danger that's difficult to predict or control. The stories coming out of Afghanistan are a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict. Traveling responsibly means understanding the risks involved and making informed decisions. For now, Afghanistan remains a place where caution is paramount and where we hope for a peaceful resolution to the ongoing crisis. Next, we find ourselves off the coast of East Africa, looking at Somalia. Somalia often makes headlines for piracy, terrorism and famine. It's a nation plagued by a lack of central governance, leaving many areas vulnerable to lawlessness. The threat from piracy has been a major concern in Somalia's waters. On land, the security situation is equally fragile, with extremist groups and interclan conflicts creating a volatile environment. It's simply not safe for outsiders, and even within Somalia, many communities are caught in the crossfire. The Somali people have a rich culture and a tradition of resilience that's truly inspiring. However, until there's a significant improvement in security and stability, it's a destination that's best admired from afar. Traveling responsibly means acknowledging these realities and understanding that sometimes the most responsible choice is to postpone a trip. Our next destination takes us to a place shrouded in mystery, North Korea. This isolated nation operates under a strict regime that exerts tight control over information and access to the outside world. Independent travel is virtually impossible. Tourists are required to join organized tours and are closely monitored throughout their stay. Any deviation from the approved itinerary or any perceived disrespect towards the country's leadership can have serious consequences. Communication with the outside world is also severely limited. While North Korea does boast some stunning natural beauty and unique cultural experiences, it's essential to understand the ethical implications of visiting. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to travel to North Korea is a deeply personal one, but it's a decision that should be made with a full understanding of the risks, restrictions, and ethical considerations involved. Chapter 4: Yemen. Yemen is in the grips of a devastating humanitarian crisis. Civil war has left its people facing unimaginable suffering. Millions are on the brink of famine, with a collapsing healthcare system. The violence is relentless, affecting everyone. Airstrikes and ground fighting are tragically commonplace. Tourism is not possible or advisable. Focus on providing aid and supporting peace efforts. Recognize the immense challenges Yemen faces. Chapter 5: Syria. Our journey continues to Syria, scarred by over a decade of brutal civil war. The conflict, which began in 2011, has left countless lives lost and millions displaced. The security situation remains volatile, with various factions vying for control. Terrorism is a major concern, with groups like ISIS once holding significant territory. It is incredibly dangerous for anyone, especially foreigners, to travel within the country. The infrastructure has been devastated by years of fighting. Traveling responsibly means acknowledging the realities and prioritizing safety. Our hope is for a future where peace allows its people to rebuild their lives and nation. Chapter 6: South Sudan. Our exploration takes us to South Sudan, a young nation grappling with the legacy of conflict and a complex humanitarian crisis. Despite gaining independence in 2011, South Sudan has been plagued by internal strife, with ongoing violence between different ethnic groups. This conflict has led to widespread displacement, with millions forced to flee their homes in search of safety. The humanitarian situation is dire, with food shortages, limited access to healthcare, and a constant threat of violence. For travelers, South Sudan is simply not a safe or advisable destination. Traveling responsibly means recognizing when a country is facing such profound challenges that tourism is not an option. Our thoughts are with the people of South Sudan, and we can only hope for a future where peace prevails, allowing this young nation to heal and prosper. Chapter 7: Libya. Our journey next takes us to Libya, a North African nation struggling to find its footing after years of turmoil. Since the overthrow of Muammar Gaddafi in 2011, Libya has been mired in political instability and violence. Rival factions, militias, and extremist groups vying for control have created a chaotic and dangerous environment. The lack of a central government has led to a breakdown in law and order in many parts of the country, making it challenging to ensure the safety and security of citizens, let alone visitors. For those who may be considering traveling to Libya, it's essential to understand that the situation on the ground is highly volatile and unpredictable. Traveling responsibly means prioritizing safety and understanding that sometimes the most responsible choice is to wait until it's safe to experience the beauty and culture of a place without putting yourself or others at risk. Our journey now takes us to Haiti, a Caribbean nation known for its vibrant culture and stunning natural beauty, but also grappling with a complex set of challenges. Haiti has been plagued by political instability, gang violence, and a series of natural disasters that have left lasting scars on the country. The assassination of President Jovenel Moïse in 2021 further deepened the political crisis, leaving a power vacuum that has fueled gang violence and lawlessness. These gangs control significant territory, particularly in the capital, Port-au-Prince, making it incredibly dangerous for residents and visitors alike. Traveling responsibly means understanding the realities on the ground and making informed decisions that prioritize safety and well-being. For now, Haiti remains a place where travel should be approached with extreme caution, and our hope is for a brighter future for the Haitian people. Our exploration continues to the Central African Republic, or CAR, a nation in the heart of Africa grappling with a protracted humanitarian crisis and ongoing conflict. Years of fighting between government forces and various armed groups have left the country deeply scarred and its people facing immense hardship. The security situation in CAR remains extremely volatile, with armed groups controlling vast swathes of territory and human rights abuses tragically commonplace. The lack of a strong central government presence in many areas has created a power vacuum, leading to lawlessness and widespread insecurity. This ongoing conflict has displaced hundreds of thousands of people internally and as refugees seeking safety and refuge in neighboring countries. Traveling to CAR is simply not advisable due to the extremely high risks involved. Our hearts go out to the people of CAR, and we can only hope for a future where peace and stability prevail, allowing this nation to heal and rebuild. Our final stop takes us to Venezuela, a South American country facing an unprecedented economic crisis that has had a profound impact on its people and its security situation. Once a prosperous nation, Venezuela has experienced hyperinflation, food shortages, and a breakdown in basic services, leading to widespread hardship. This economic collapse has fueled a surge in crime, making it incredibly dangerous to travel to Venezuela. Armed robberies, kidnappings, and carjackings are sadly commonplace, particularly in urban areas. While Venezuela boasts incredible natural beauty from the Andes Mountains to the Caribbean coastline, the current situation makes it extremely risky for tourists. Traveling responsibly means understanding the realities on the ground and making informed decisions that prioritize safety and well-being. For now, Venezuela remains a place where travel should be approached with extreme caution, and our hope is for a brighter future for the Venezuelan people. So, there you have it. 10 places facing some serious challenges right now. Here at 8, we believe in facing these realities head-on because that's how we learn, how we grow, how we become more responsible travelers and, frankly, better global citizens. Remember, this isn't about judgment. It's about understanding. The world is full of amazing places to discover, and every corner of this planet has a story to tell. But part of being a responsible traveler is knowing when it's best to listen to those stories from afar, to offer support from a distance, and to hope for brighter days ahead. So stay informed, stay curious, and keep exploring, my friends. But most importantly, stay safe. We'll see you next time on 8.